1947. Hillary Clinton has been in the political spotlight ever since she was First Lady in the 1990s. She then went on to become a senator, a Secretary of State, and now the least popular Democratic presidential candidate. So here are 10 facts about Hillary Clinton. Ever since Hillary ran for president, there has been a lot of controversy in the media about her health. The 69-year-old had been seen having violent coughing fits while trying to give speeches at various rallies. And in 2012, while Hillary was suffering from a stomach virus, she became dehydrated and fainted in her kitchen. The fall caused her a concussion, and upon further inspection, doctors discovered a blood clot in her head. And just recently, Hillary had to leave the most recent 9/11 memorial early due to not feeling well. However, a video later surfaced online showing the candidate passing out on her way to her vehicle, where she was seen not being able to support her own weight. Her security rushed in and had to hold her up and escort her to the inside of the van. While campaigning for president in 2008, Hillary Clinton made a claim that when she was First Lady, she had a rough landing during a trip to Bosnia in 1996, claiming they were attacked by sniper fire. She said, "I remember landing under sniper fire. There was supposed to be some kind of a greeting ceremony at the airport, but instead we just ran with our heads down to get into the vehicles to get to our base." However, there were numerous reporters covering the event, and the entire ceremony was documented on video, where it shows Hillary during the greeting ceremony that took place right after the plane had landed. This claim came back to haunt her during her 2016 presidential campaign, when Donald Trump called her out on it, saying that she's a world-class liar, as the attack she talked about turned out to be young girls handing her flowers. During her time as Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton ignored several requests made by security personnel to provide additional security to U.S. government facilities in Benghazi, as they were warned of an incoming attack. The attack resulted in the tragic death of the U.S. ambassador to Libya, along with 3 other Americans. Following the attack, Clinton made a statement saying that the attack was a protest gone bad provoked by an anti-Muslim video, even though she knew that it was a coordinated attack by a terrorist group, as it was later revealed that she had emailed her daughter just an hour later of that statement, telling her that it was in fact an Al-Qaeda-like group who killed the ambassador. And according to WikiLeaks, the Obama administration knew from day one that Al-Qaeda was behind the attack. However, they decided to cover it up. When later asked about the sources of the attack, she responded with, "What difference does it make?" Back in 2004, during a congressional tour in Estonia, Hillary Clinton took on Senator John McCain in a drinking contest. And according to People, the 2 heavyweight politicians decided to do vodka shots in a restaurant in Tallinn, where Hillary outdrank Senator John McCain. This was confirmed by both the owner of the restaurant and by Hillary's campaign manager back in 2008. In 2015, it was revealed that as Secretary of State, Hillary Clinton put national security at jeopardy by not using the official secured email address she had been provided by the State Department. But instead, Hillary used her private email to handle sensitive State Department communication. The decision was a big error of judgment that caused the FBI to launch an investigation regarding how the classified information was handled on the Clinton private server. As it turned out, of the thousands of emails she had sent, 65 contained secret government information, and 22 emails had top secret information. And in what appeared to be an attempt to cover up the unauthorized personal email use, Hillary went on and deleted over 30,000 emails. But despite that, the FBI still concluded that Hillary Clinton should not be prosecuted for her extremely careless decisions. The accusations of accepting campaign donations in exchange for favors has been going around for a while. In the recent emails uncovered by WikiLeaks, several emails were found suggesting that donations for favors could be happening on a massive scale. In 2015, the Clinton campaign discussed a $12 million donation from the King of Morocco. And in 2012, the topic of a $1 million donation being made by Qatar as a birthday present was brought up. Whether these donations went through or not is up for debate. But in a later email to John Podesta, Hillary Clinton went on record saying that Qatar, the same country she discussed a donation with, is actually funding terrorists and is providing clandestine financial and logistic support to ISIS. After leaving the State Department, Hillary Clinton gave a series of paid private speeches to Wall Street bigwigs. What was said privately in those speeches was quite different from her public stance on several issues. In the leaked excerpts of the speeches, Clinton said she is out of touch with the 99%ers, and that even though she grew up in a rather humble home, her financial success caused her to be distant of the struggles that face most people. She even went on to admit that there is a huge difference between the public political stance she needs to take and the private one that would be put into play later. In one of the speeches, she mentioned that her dream is hemispheric common market, with open trade and open borders. And she made it quite clear that there's a need to tell people one thing and do another. In October 2016, a series of undercover videos started surfacing online, showing a part of Hillary's campaign staff and other Democrat Party insiders alleging demonstrated misconduct, impropriety, and outright vote rigging. In one of the videos, Scott Fovel, the National Field Director of Americans United for Change, explained in detail how they would commit voter fraud on a mass scale by bringing people from one state to another so they can vote illegally. He even went on to admit that the Democrats have been rigging the elections for the past 50 years now, and now so is Hillary Clinton. Scott was fired once the videos went viral, but he wasn't the only one to talk about voter fraud. In another video, NYC's Board of Elections Commissioner Alan Shulkin is shown having a conversation where he discussed busing voters. That is, moving voters across New York to different polling sites so they can double vote, as no ID is required to vote at the ballot box. Mass-scale voter fraud wasn't the only thing the videos uncovered. In another video, Democratic operatives discussed how they worked directly with the DNC to incite violence at Donald Trump rallies. The Clinton campaign, along with Americans United for Change and the DNC, worked together and paid for a group of activists to attend Trump rallies with a duck ringtone on their phones, set to go off at the same time to cause chaos. In some of the rallies, a couple of police officers even got injured and were hospitalized as a result, as they were trying to break the violence. The video also shows that they ordered 1,000 rubber duckies with Donald Duck written on them and handed them out to the press, further proving that some campaign expenses were being used illegally. Over the years, there have been several conspiracy theories around suspicious deaths surrounding Hillary Clinton. Some of the most notable ones include the death of John Ash, who was going to testify about Hillary's links in a bribery charge trial of a Chinese billionaire. Ash was the president of the United Nations General Assembly. He was found dead following a bizarre accident where he's thought to have dropped a dumbbell on his neck. In fact, a total of 46 people who were close to Hillary have been found dead one way or another. Even her chef has been found dead at the bottom of a river with no apparent cause of death.